This law could be the difference between a family gathering for a funeral or a celebration. I want Michiganders to have more reasons to celebrate and fewer reasons to grieve.
That's powerful testimony right now in front of Michigan's House Judiciary Committee.
Nearly a dozen speakers urging lawmakers to take action on gun violence.
And tonight, we're taking a closer look at the push and the legislation that Democrats are pitching.
So while I should be in class today, I'm here instead, once again asking lawmakers to put our safety first. I didn't think this could ever happen at MSU, but when the shots rang out and I watched my fellow students spring into action, I realized that we've been preparing for a nightmare like this one our entire lives.
A nightmare Michiganders have experienced not once, but twice in the last 15 months.
All of us have been touched directly by gun violence, this destructive and completely preventable scourge on life.
With the pain of both Oxford and MSU still fresh, Democratic lawmakers have now delivered on a promise.
Nobody should be afraid to go outside, to go to school, to go to the store, to go to college, to go to work. We can do something about that.
Both the State House and Senate introduced 11 parallel bills falling into 3 categories: universal background checks, safe storage laws, and extreme risk protection orders.
It is unacceptable for us now to not do anything.
Democratic State Representative Christian Grant, who represents Southeast Grand Rapids, sponsored one of the bills.
I also am a gun owner. I am a single mom, and I believe in making sure that I have the ability to protect us against harm. But I also believe that I should be able to pass a background check to do that.
The legislation requires background checks for all gun purchases. It's something she hopes will protect Grand Rapids youth from accessing guns illegally.
I'm not naive to say that this will cure it all. It will solve it all. But if we can stop it in a small amount, while also pairing that with programs and support that will engage our youth and encourage them to take other actions, provide other opportunities. We need to do that as well.
According to a statewide EPIC MRA poll released in September of 2022, 90% of people polled said they support universal background checks on all gun sales. Safe storage laws were supported by 82%. And 73% support establishing an extreme risk protection order.
This is basic stuff. This is not controversial. It's common sense. Gun owners support it. People who don't own guns support it.
But for some Republicans and Second Amendment activists, it is controversial. The organization Great Lakes Gun Rights vowed to recall lawmakers who vote for this gun control legislation. And both the Kent County and Ottawa County GOP released resolutions calling on their county's Board of Commissions, sheriff, and prosecutor to declare their county as a sanctuary county for Second Amendment rights. And for the same group to defend people's rights from any infringement. But former Republican Congressman Fred Upton says these laws don't actually do that.
I support the Second Amendment. I don't think this is an infringement. This is not going to be a, foot in the door to the first step to, disarming legitimate rights of folks across the country. But it'll help law enforcement try and prevent something from happening.
Upton, alongside former Republican Congressman Dave Trott, released a joint statement reading, quote, "We must directly address the causes of violent crime that have become all too common in our cities, in schools, and in everyday life. These bills do just that. That is why we urge all members of the Michigan legislature, regardless of party, to vote yes on these bills. It's time."
We are prepared to move this with or without bipartisan support, but we do believe that there will be strong support, certainly from Democrats, and we believe we'll have some support from Republicans as well.
As MSU students return to class and continue to grieve, they hope lawmakers can work together to stop this new normal.
Our generation has been forced to grow up living in fear of the next shooting. We practice staying quiet and out of sight. We practice how to run, hide, and fight. This isn't normal.
What we saw at Michigan State, I just hope, is the straw that finally breaks the back of getting some common sense stuff done.
Now, former Congressman Fred Upton was also one of the many people who testified in front of the House Judiciary Committee today. He echoed many of his remarks from our interview with him this morning and asked, if not now, when?
How many more We have to endure to make our state safe, knowing that 19 other states have taken, I think, constructive steps to move forward. It's time for common sense reforms that have stood the test of time and within the confines of our Constitution. Your constituents are watching. We are not going away. Heaven help us if we have another one without any action.